Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Coming to you in a whole different spot today. I'm actually in the front room of my shop, which I don't usually work from. I am usually in my back room all day long. I just come out here. This is where my printer is, and I don't know what I did to this print, but one of these prints is not right. It doesn't seem like. Good morning. Okay. I don't know which one's wrong. It's been a crazy morning here already. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so it looks like I made two prints and one of them is not right. I gotta figure out which one's not right. My morning has been absolutely crazy. I am just having one of them days. Okay, great. We see. So how is everybody's weather? I am in Pennsylvania. We got about, and I'm near Pittsburgh, just an hour south, actually southwest of Pittsburgh. And we got about 8 inches. My sister is in Ohio. She's in Chagrin Falls, and which isn't far across the border from Pennsylvania. It's about from where I live, it's only about a little over 2 hours for me to get to her. And she woke up this morning after yesterday. They snowed all day long. They had 24.6 inches. So she got a lot. I am thankful that was not me. I do not like snow. And here I live in Pennsylvania, and we have snow. We have been talking for years and years that we should move to a warmer state. But I wish I'd have done that when my children were younger. Now they're all grown, married. They all live within my immediate area, within 20 minutes. So I got all of my grandchildren and my children close to me. So I'm not moving. But, I always said I should have done it when they were younger. But we didn't. So here we are. We are enduring the snow. So we got about 8 inches. It's cold out today, which it's December. It's in the 30s, so I'm just glad we didn't get the 24 inches. And she was out of power actually yesterday from like 6 in the morning until about 3:30 in the afternoon. She's one of the lucky ones. She actually got her power on, and she still has a lot of friends that have not had power since 6 o'clock yesterday because this snow was really heavy. Even ours here, it's just that snow where it's, especially like she had sent me pictures of her place where it was so heavy, like trees were just, they were flattened like pancakes. The snow here was heavy, but we only got 8 inches, so that wasn't too bad. But She still has a lot of friends over in Ohio that does not have internet and does not have any power. So, all right, I'm missing some comments. I'm trying to follow along. I have the most ghetto rig up right here. If you could see, like, I have a mirror that was fixed in the shop here when we got here, so I didn't take it off the wall. But I don't know if you can see, like, if you see, I've got a tote and a box to put my camera on, my laptop on. I'm trying to follow along as well. I'm in a little bit different area. You're in Erie. Judy, did you get a lot of snow over there? Because the West was getting snow. 34 in Florida. Oh, you're cold down there, Barbara. Snow in Northeast PA. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to try to follow along. For some reason, my camera or my phone is not. This is where I usually see all my comments. Oh, wait. Nope. It's not giving me any comments, but my laptop is, so I'm glad I brought it in. Okay. No snow in Harrisburg. Well, we got snow here. So, Florida, that is really cold. What part of Florida are you, Barbara? We go on vacation quite often to Florida. Our favorite place to visit is Port Charlotte, which is down, that's about an hour north of Naples. So we love. Lisa, yes, I did get a professional space. I started my lease here. This is my second month. September, October. I moved in October 1st. Thank you. Yeah, this was one of the hoodies that I did with the monthly drive. If you subscribe to the monthly drive, this is one of the designs that's in there. Denise, I'm trying to get hoodies. I did find a supplier. I'm working on getting better pricing. Actually, I was in there last night working with one of my reps from overseas. I've got some really good products that I am trying to really get in for the new coming year for you all, and hoodies is one of them, and hoodies and just sweatshirts, really good quality sweatshirts. And as you can see, these hoodies take the sublimation so nicely. I don't even know the poly content on these. Isn't that crazy? All right, let me see if I could, oh, I found the tag. Oh, well, that's why. These are 100% polyester. For some reason, I thought they were only like 80%. But these actually feel like a cotton sweatshirt. So this is one of the items I'm working on my rep with getting better pricing, because right now they're not good pricing at all. I couldn't even get good pricing on them to get them out to you. I have a few in shop, but they're like $25 to $27. And that's crazy. You know, by the time your profit margin wouldn't be good on these. So I'm working with that. I was actually, China is actually, are they behind us or ahead of us? I think they're ahead of us. So it's daytime here, it's nighttime there. So when I get home at night, I'm actually talking with them, and it's daytime there. So I was talking with them last night, trying to get some hoodies in and a few other things that I'm working on trying to get. So we're gonna hopefully be able to get that out to you at the beginning of the year. So I'm really trying to work on the hoodies, because I really love the hoodies and the actual sweatshirts, same kind of material, but just in a sweatshirt form. And then these are the hoodies, and I love them. These are true to size. Yeah. So I really love these. You need some bigger size goodies to sublimate on. So yeah, so that's what I'm working on. Sorry if I keep looking away, but my phone is not giving me, it's giving me 0 comments whatsoever. Just names. So I'm using my laptop over here to be able to follow along and try to watch for comments. All right, so today I'm coming from my front office space. I'm usually not out here because I do most of my work, my supplies and my heat presses and my laser cutter is all in the back. But I have my printers out here. I have 2 printers. My work desk is here. And then I have my hat press, and then I have my convection oven, which we are going to use today. And then the table, which you can't see, which is down here, I have a big table here. It's just an old dining room table that I've been using at my whenever the shop was at my house. Had it set up in my basement, but really never used it there. I kept my heat presses on it, but I put it here to be able to put my baby blankets on. So now I have a space where it fits my baby blankets perfectly, or anything that I'm going to use the Cricut Easy Press with, and then I literally lay it out and I can do my baby blankets on it. So that's what is underneath here. But that's where I'm at right now. Okay, let me see where we're at. Okay. Well, for those of you that are jumping on, good morning, happy Wednesday, cold Wednesday here from Pennsylvania. So thank you, Shannon. Yeah, I'm trying to get these in. So if you missed, I am trying to get a better pricing on these hoodies. That is my goal, to have them in my shop as a permanent stock item. And so let's see how that goes. Okay, I'm really trying to get better pricing on these because I'm not getting good pricing on them right now. And they are 100% polyester, which I only thought they were 80, but they're 100%. They feel like cotton. They're awesome. All right. Yeah. Lisa, I use all the stainless steel tables. All of my heat presses are on it. My laser cutter's on it. I have another one coming. It was out of stock for a while. I just went in yesterday, looked at it, and I think I ordered it. I can't remember if I did, but I'm going to have one more down here. I love the stainless steel because they clean up nicely and nothing really gets on them. You can just clean it off. All right. So I had a video a while back on the tumblers, and for some reason, I don't know if it got pulled. I didn't get alerted to anything, so I don't know what happened to it. It's not in my lives. I can't find it in my YouTube videos, and unfortunately, I did not download it. So somewhere along the line, it got deleted. Today, I'm going to do some tumblers, so I figured I would just go over some of the basics again with all of you. I know there's so many people that are doing them. There's so many groups that are showing them. But I had to do one, so I figure, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do this today, and then we can put it over there, and in that way, it'll be in my YouTube channel that you can refer to it whenever you need to. Okay, so I love these cups, these tumblers. They're 20 ounces. They are probably my favorite size and my favorite shape, because if you can recall, last year they were big as well, but they had the little bit of taper to them, and a lot of people couldn't figure out, I guess the warping, as they would call it, the warping on it, and a lot of people couldn't do them. But now when they've made them the straight wall, they've really opened up a lot of possibilities for people that that can work with these a little bit easier. Okay, so they're my favorite. I do like those, and then they have the 30 ounce now, which I did not long ago, and I like them too, but these are probably my most sold cup. Okay, San Diego. So they're my favorite, and I do have them in my shop. I was having a special for them for Cyber Monday, and I just left the sale up just because we were going to do them today. So if you're still looking for them, they are $10 a cup. They do come with the lid, and they do come with the metal straw in them. It's already in the box, and they come boxed. So when you get them, this is how they are going to look. Okay, so they are in there, $10. I had about, I think 150 of them. I'm down to, I think, around 100 now, maybe even less. So if you're looking for some, you could head over to my shop. I will post a link when we're done here to my shop, but if you need to find it, it's always in the announcements. I think my YouTube channel is listed up there as well, but my shop is also listed there. And today we are going to use the convection oven for these. That is the best way to do these, that you're going to do them. You're going to do them in the convection oven. Everybody has different ways that they do them. This is just my way. And I know there's lots of other ways. I've not tried all the other ways. This is just the way that I do them. Okay? And just remember, it's not written in stone. I'm just like everybody else. I make mistakes. And speaking of mistakes, this morning when I was getting ready for the video, I usually never put a silicone mat underneath. And I was like, oh, everybody suggests and put a silicone mat under there. So I did. And then I walked away. Well, that bad boy bubbled up. And this is what we have. And it touched the elements. And then I'm like, now I know why I never put one in there. So I came back out and I was, my whole front room here was filled with smoke. I couldn't smell it from the back, so I just had to come out and get a print and a transfer that I was working on. And I was like, oh no, I'm burning something. So this is why I don't put a silicone mat on the bottom, because you don't need to. And if it bubbles up, it will touch the heating elements, and then you will have this. So I had to air out the building, or you wouldn't have been able to see me through the smoke. And that's the second time that I've had something touch the heating element. Not long ago, I somehow got shrink wrap, and I didn't have it on correctly, and it literally bubbled over, melted. It went onto the heating elements, and same thing. Come out, front room's all filled with smoke. So when you are doing your convection oven and your cups, check on them, please. Okay, what kind of oven do I have? This is a convection oven. You could find them right at Walmart. This is where I got this one. Amazon, I think Target has them. This is the Oster Extra Large, XL. And the reason I like the extra large is because I don't have to lay my tumblers down. They stand up inside. Okay, so you're going to need, the three things you're going to need for the way that I do them. You're going to need shrink wrap, you are going to need your tumbler, and you're going to need convection oven. Regular toaster oven on bake does not work. That seems to be a common mistake when people are saying my cups aren't turning out correctly, things like that. It's usually because you don't have a convection oven. It must be convection. That's for what you need to get the tumblers working. A regular toaster oven does not work. And do not put these in your oven at home. Even if you have a convection oven at home, like a household one, you should designate a specific oven for your tumblers. I know there's a big debate about that, but I'm telling you, you probably should, okay? Just because you don't want all of that ink smells and the gases and stuff infused in your food. Simple as that. And it's much easier just to be able to do this than to be using your oven at home anyways. So the great debate continues. I'm just saying, personally, get a convection oven. They run about 100, depending on the size. This one here is about 140. But with the Christmas specials, you can usually find them now. They seem to be going on sale. Yeah, the smell. Yeah. With Maria, you did that with your silicone mat too. Yeah, the only time I've used the silicone mat correctly without it burning was when I have to have the little wire shelf in for when I did my 30 ounce, because it was my 30 ounce. I had to lay it down and turn it, but so I put the mat on the little wire shelf, and then I did it that way. That one seemed to work out okay. But for putting it on the bottom, you don't need it, just, or you're gonna end up burning. Because it does, it bubbles up. Okay, so these are in my shop, all right? Oh my goodness, why do I have low battery? I'm telling you, this is just crazy day. It's telling me my phone battery's low. Okay, so it's gonna come to you just like this, all right? So let's get started so we can do this. So in case my phone dies, because that's the kind of morning I'm having. I seem to have those at least once a week. All right, for those of you that are new, you are gonna need to print out your design. This looks like it's correct to you on camera. This is literally mirrored. You need to mirror your design. This is one of the designs that's in my shop. I'm going to go get my hair done today. Lord knows it needs it really badly. So I'm giving this is going to my hairstylist today. So I'm making her a Tumblers, her Christmas gift. All right, so this design is literally in my shop. So if you're looking to purchase it, you can. But I printed it out and I mirrored it, okay? And then all we are gonna do is we are going to tape the design. One of these is wrong that I did. I printed out, this is what I'm saying that I did today. I printed 2 of these out and one doesn't seem to be printed correctly. Which one that is, I don't know. Okay. So all I do is I'm just gonna wrap this on, and then I wrap it on tightly, and then I just get it ready and I tape it down. And this is probably one of the most important parts. Make sure that when you're wrapping, it is wrapped correctly. It is lining up with each other, okay? Because that's really important. You want it to be lined correctly. Okay, so I usually line the top, line the bottom, and then I just start taping. I know a lot of people do them without the shrink wrap. I like shrink wrap, and if you purchase your tumblers with me, I include the shrink wrap. So I give 1 shrink wrap per tumbler ordered. Okay, so you won't have to worry about that. And then what I do is I don't do my bottoms. I see some people that wrap them and things like that, but I'll be honest with you, a lot of people tend to, when they wrap them, this down here puckers a lot. You really have to get that down and over it, or you get that little white puckering on the bottom. I just personally, I do not do the bottoms. I am looking to get the little white rubber thing, or black rubber for under them. I found them, but they weren't good pricing, so I'm working with a rep on trying to get some of those that you can add to your cups. But I don't do my bottoms. I've never had anybody complain about it. If you want to go ahead and wrap the bottoms, go ahead. Okay. So I just make sure I tape it really well, the seam, just to make sure it's all even, okay? All taped up, and my seams are even, all right? And then I just make sure it's all the way to the top and then all the way to the bottom. And then I do put a little tape over the one side. That's just to make sure that when I put my shrink wrap on, this is the shrink wrap that I use, that it doesn't slide that image down. What size is the print? I think the print sizes they vary. Let me tell you, they vary for tumblers. I have 2 different style tumblers. The other ones are gone, but I've gotten 2 different style. They were 20-ounce tumblers. They look the same, but one was shorter than the other. So the best thing to do is get a seamstress measuring tape, the kind that's flexible. Just measure around your cup and measure your height, and then adjust your template to that, or your print. Okay, so all you do, then you just put that on, leave a little bit excess on the bottom, and then just start shrink wrapping that. I've seen people actually put these in the oven without shrink wrapping it first. I like to make sure, I like to live on the edge, but that would really be living on the edge because I like to make sure that my shrink wrap is correct on it, meaning that it's all tightly wrapped around it. And I've seen people put them in there and then let the oven do that. I don't. So I shrink wrap mine down first. And this is just an embossing gun. I've had it for a long time. But all you need is a heat gun to go ahead and get that wrapped up. And you see it just shrinks on there. Oh, sorry. Down here doing it. Okay. And then sometimes I just go across the top and make sure that the top is nicely and the bottom print is nice. Okay. So I think this print though is 9 by 8, 8 by 9, 9 by 8. And then I'm just gonna stick it in here. The temperature is 360 degrees for 6 minutes. And I gotta figure out a timer here now for 6 minutes. Hey Siri. My thing's not gonna do that. All right, let me go get a timer set. Alexa, set a timer for 6 minutes. Okay. So it is, I do 360 degrees, 6 minutes. Okay. So let me see, where are we at? All right, we're gonna wing it here. Okay, there we are. Sorry, I had to set 6 minutes on my phone. All right, and then hopefully, okay, sorry. I'm really working out of a space that I'm usually not in, so. So the non-skid circles, yes. I'm trying to get the rubber circles for the bottom. Cricket. All right, so 360 degrees, 6 minutes. I stand them upright inside my, inside the convection oven. So they're just standing upright in there. And that's the reason why I like the extra large. This is the Oster extra large. And I want to say I either got it at Amazon or at Walmart. They're about $140, not on sale. But with all the holiday sales, I have seen these twice now on sale. But the extra large has the French doors, as you've seen me open. And for some reason, as you can see, it's got the doors that open. My oven's running a little hot. So, yeah, okay. But it's got the French doors, which I love. And at any given time, I usually can put 3 to 4 tumblers standing up in here. So I've done 4 already at the max. And then they go right in the center. You do take out, there's a wire tray in there, and you take that out and you just stand them up. So I can do 4 at a time in here. Okay. So like I said, this is going to go to my hairdresser today. And the cups do come with the lids, which are nice. And they do come with the straws, the metal straw that's in here, okay? So that way, whether or not you want to use it with the metal straw or not, you can use it without, all right? And then they come already boxed. And I will show you what I do with my boxes. You could either take on my regular pigment printer, that's just a regular printer. It's not working. I tried to get it to work this morning, of course. I always say never let your printer know that you're in a hurry because it will absolutely shut down. Well, it did that this morning. So what I did was I just hurried up and took my print that I'm actually printing on my sublimation cup on my tumbler, and then I just did an all over print and I subbed it onto my box. This is literally subbed on my box. I literally just took this box, flattened it down, took this print multiple times, and I just hurried up and ran it under my sublimation. I took the sublimation print and I heat pressed it. And yes, it turns out nice. So I just didn't want to give her a plain box. So that's what I did. Do I turn them in the oven? I know it's convection. Bethany asked, do I turn them in the oven? No, they just sit in there. Even whenever I have them on the wire in the silicone, I've never turned them. Can I? All right. Can you offer the box design, please? I probably can. I just took it and I did multiple prints of it and just put it on. I just filled a paper with it. Really, that's all I did. I just moved them around and filled a paper with it. All right. Just so that the, because I didn't really wanted to give her a plain box. But honestly, what I have done before, this was just like I was in a hurry, I was in a bind, and my printer wasn't working. Usually I take labels and then I'll print this design and then I'll just print the label and then I'll put it right on to like the front or the sides or the top. And that's usually what I do with a regular printer. This was just a quick, I needed to get my box to look nice and my regular printer decided not to work. What time and temp on the box? I just did a regular print, transfer print, and I did it for 400 degrees, 60 seconds. That was it. And there you go. Look, I mean, look how nice it turned out. It's cute. And as you can see, I just turned it and swirled it around and did multiple prints of that. That's all. It just made it look fun. But you can use a regular printer, just put a label on it. And it's better than just giving this, you know, as a gift. As opposed to one or the other, you've got, this one kind of looks nicer. All right, I hear my printer going, or my, all right, let me grab my knife. All right, so we're done with this. All right. And then when it's done, that's usually what you'll see, the print will start showing through, okay? And I'll tell you the easiest way to get these off is with an X-Acto knife, okay? All I do is I lightly score that, okay? And when I say lightly, do not do it heavy because you don't want to go through the paper and ruin your cup. And then I just peel it away. Because these things are a bugger to get off. Especially when they cool down. It's weird because they peel funny. If anybody's ever done these, they peel funny. So that's all I do is I just take that and lightly score it. And all I'm gonna do is get my paper off of here. And be careful, you are gonna need gloves. These are of gloves. You absolutely need gloves for these. These are steel tumblers at 400 degrees, and they are 400 degrees when you bring them out, or 360 degrees. So they are gonna be hot, 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 hot. And usually this peels right away. Okay, let me give you the full. And this is a seamless design, so it's going to match right up. Right there was my seam, although it doesn't look like a seam because this was a seamless design. Trying not to hold this because it's hot. Looks like my wall clock is an hour ahead. No, It's 20 till 12 here. So, okay. But there you go. I mean, look how these turn out so nicely. Okay. Super easy, super quick to do. Did you do the box in 2 presses? No, I did the box in 1 press. I printed this design out on a 13 by 19 sheet of paper. And then, oh, it was 2 presses, I'm sorry, because all I did was I folded the box in like half like it would be, and then I had to flip it over and do the other side. Yeah, so this was 2 presses. Okay. Do I dip these in cold water? No, I don't dip anything in cold water. I just let the stuff stop itself. I don't think there's a need to. A lot of people say you need to stop the sublimation process, but honestly, I've never had an issue with coffee cups, anything like that, tumblers. So I don't dip anything. Usually I just set it aside. I have, just from the Dollar Tree, a wire rack. Once they're done, I just kind of set them, let them cool. They cool really quickly. Yeah, my hairdresser's awesome. And I really need to see her. Like, I'm like 4 weeks overdue. Michael asked if the tumblers don't fit standing up, do I lie them on the silicone mat and do I turn halfways? Yes, you could put a silicone mat on your wire rack. Do not put it on the bottom or it's going to bubble up like mine did. And then you are going to end up with burnt. That's what happened with mine. But you can lay it on the wire rack and then put your cup. I had to do that with my 30-ounce cups. You can put the silicone mat down, lay your tumbler on it, and then if you want to go halfways and turn it, you can. I'll be honest with you, when I put my 30-ounce cup in there, I kind of just sat it in or forgot about it for the 6 minutes, and it still turned out okay. But just to be safe, you probably should turn it halfways. All right, is anybody else having issues with sound? Somebody says there's no sound. Do I have a thermometer inside? Absolutely. I have an oven thermometer that sits in here. It's in the very back corner. That way I know exactly, I'm gonna turn that off, exactly what my temperature is. And I absolutely recommend to have a thermometer in there, because you need to make sure that you keep your temperature, and you need to know that your temperature is staying stable, okay? Especially because this one here is not digital. You can buy these in digital. So I'm not getting that. I'm turning a knob to make sure it's around 360 degrees. So I want to make sure that my inside is heating up to 360. If I do more than 1 tumbler, do I increase the amount of time? No. I've done 4 tumblers at a time. It's 360 degrees, 6 minutes flat. So for 4. Okay, you lost the sound, but you go out and come back in. Okay. I don't know what happened to my sound. Hey, who knows? 'Tis the day. The clock shows backwards, yeah. Okay, so, all right, so that's, and okay, so these are, sorry, my granddaughter's gonna call me like 30 times. This is how quickly that they cool down. Okay, so here we are. We've got the design, got it done. Very easy. Tumblers are super easy to do. I know a lot of people have the problems with their lining up of their seams, and that does take something that is you have to do a little bit of practice with, okay? And this is one of the items. I wouldn't say this is a beginner, especially if you're trying to match seams or not get a white line down it, things like that, okay? That can get a little tricky. But practice makes perfect, as with anything. Okay. And to those of you that are new to sublimation, sublimation is a permanent process. Okay. So just remember that. I have a lot of people that say, hey, I messed something up. I messed something up on a shirt. I messed something up on this. How do I get it to remove? You don't. Once it's on there, it's on there. Sublimation is absolutely permanent. It is infused into the product. It is not sitting on the product like vinyl. Okay, and I know a lot of people come into sublimation through the process of doing vinyl. So once you do, once you press a print and once it's been applied, it is permanent. There's no way to remove it. The best thing that you can maybe hope for is if there's something that maybe you can cover, take a little, you know, something to try and cover that mistake by pressing over something else on it. Such as, and I've had this happen before, where maybe you didn't realize on your print you had a little black ink that splattered or something like that, and you got a little ink dot here. What I probably would do would be to take maybe a little bit of mistletoe or something and cover it. But it doesn't always work. So don't think that that's your solution to it, because, you know, that's the best attempt that you can do. Sometimes you can try it. Okay. And sublimation only works on lighter. The darker you get, the different your print will turn out, the color of your print, because there is no white in sublimation. Okay. All right. Trying to follow along. Can you dishwash these cups? They suggest you don't, but let me tell you, I don't like any housework and I don't like cooking. Okay. So I'm just going to put that out there. I just, you know, I am not Miss Susie Homemaker, although I love to decorate, but I am lazy when it comes to housework. I clean because I have to, but I put all of my cups, which I probably should never tell you that. I put all of my cups in my dishwasher, including all my mugs. I have for years. I'm lazy. I just do. But I do suggest that you put a disclaimer in. I put a little care card in my tumblers and put in a disclaimer that they do not go in the dishwasher. If a person wants to, such as myself, do it, you've released yourself as the seller on giving them that disclaimer. Okay? Does this oven give off a lot of heat? Oh yeah, they all do. My heat presses, it gets warm in here. I don't even have to turn up my heat half the time because it's so warm in here from all my heat presses, and it gives off heat. Okay, so the design, this is going to my hairdresser. So I am going to package this up, and then when I package it up, I have a little care card. I don't know what I did with it, and I'm not going to go looking for it. So there will be a little care card that goes in here. Okay, this is how I package them when I do. I just put the plastic bag over it. I put the top on it. I throw the straw inside. There's a little care card that goes in there. That's it. Make your box a little fancy. You don't have to do an all over design. You could take a label and then just put a label on the front. Always make sure that you put your business card, even if it's a gift, put it in there, because sometimes a gift is the gift that keeps on giving. People will be like, they loved it for themselves and they need a gift, and they're going to phone you up or they're going to message you on Facebook and they're going to get another one. So always put your business card in there, even if it's a gift. Stick it in the box. Do I ship this way? This is how I ship it. Okay. Oops. So I will tell you, is there a lot of bad smell from the oven that doing sublimation? I don't think so. And I used to do it in my house, but sublimation does have a little bit of a smell to it anyways. You know, even vinyl did when I did vinyl, and I did heat transfer vinyl, even it smelled. So yeah, you're going to get a little bit of smell. All right. I sell these $40 each. That's what I sell them for. Okay. They are probably one of the things that I give a lot of, just because I know they have a good
return on when people want to order a gift. It was almost like, you know, you always gave a coffee mug, because a coffee mug is something that somebody can always use. This is a gift that can always be used. All right. So it's not one of those things you have to decide on a size for a shirt. You have to decide on whether or not is that good to give. This can go for men and women, you know, just make your design accordingly. That's all. And I am also going to give her one of the matching keychains. So this design I also did on the keychain. All right, and I do sell these keychains in my shop. They're very easy to do. I have them in different blanks. I have them in the round and I have them in the square. All right, so all I did was take this design and then I just shrunk it down and put it on a keychain. So she is getting this as well. All right, and then I still have these in my shop too. I have the bangles, and I'm just going to stick it on there, and she's going to get a bangle keychain with it. All right, so that's her Christmas gift. I'm back to not being able to see comments. So when I ship these, I will tell you, I wrap these in a poly mailer, in a large bubble mailer, and then I mail them that way. That's how I mail them. Okay. Sorry, my granddaughter keeps calling. How much are the bangles? These bangles are $5 right now. I put them on for Black Friday. They're still on. And I still have a bunch of them. And I have them in different colors. I know some of them are limited, but I have it in the taupe, the purple, the pink snake skin, and then the black. All right. And these are really good gifts for ladies. I have one on my keychain is held that way. I like them because when I go into the store, I'm not figuring out where I'm going to put my keys. I don't carry a purse. Never have. So I wear it. So I always have my keys handy. And then all I did was did the matching cup design onto this, which I love these. These sublimate so nicely. This is the fiber reinforced plastic. All right. And as you can see, I mean, look how beautiful that sublimates. I love fiber reinforced plastic because it sublimates so brightly. All right. And then that's all I did. So I just took my design and put them on these. And then I made a keychain. And then all I'm going to do is attach it to this, and she's got a keychain. How did I decorate the box? I just printed out a big transfer. I took the design that I put on my cup, and then I just shrunk it down, and then I just did multiples of it, literally on a print. Let me show you the print. Hold on. Sorry, everything's in my back room where I work from. Okay, and then I just printed it, pressed it right on my heat press. And then I just printed it out. As you can see, that's where the box was. And this was 2 presses. I opened up the box, and I just literally took this, printed it on a 13 by 19 sheet, and then I opened up my box, and then I did a regular 400 degrees 60-second press, and then I printed 2 of these out. Then I flipped the box over and did the other side of the box. Please consider selling the box design. Okay, I mean, I can. I just never thought about it. it's a simple thing to do. Just take your design and do it multiples, and then just throw it all over a piece of paper. And you can have spaces in it. Like as you see, you know, I just hurried up and I just made multiple copies of it, and I just spun it all around and just put it in different directions. That's all. And then just made a print out of it. Hope I'm having a great day. Well, it's been an eventful day, I can tell you that. Okay. So I think that's easy. That's, you know, that's it. Tumblers take a little bit more. They're very easy to do. They're very easy to do. They take a little bit more practice for getting your seams correctly. That's something that, you know, you really can't. Everybody always says, how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it? It's basically, you're going to need to do some practice on it to get it done. You're going to figure out sizing you need and because every cup's different. I get that asked a lot. What size do I need my design to be? It's hard to tell. Every cup's different. I have 20-ounce cups from a previous shipment that are wider and shorter, but they're still 20 ounces. I have cups that are taller and thinner, but they're still 20 ounces. So you just need to measure that to get your template. Can you print on all boxes? Yeah, you should be able to. White, of course, you're going to need. Like all these boxes, they're white. Yeah. I personally, I mean, you don't have to. You could just do a nice sticker. Just, I would just suggest if you're going to send it out and it's going to be done, complete your box. It just looks more professional. You don't have to, but, you know, even if you were to just take a printed sticker of this design, stick it on your box, it looks better than a plain box. Especially when somebody orders it and they're paying $40 for it. Give them a nice box too. You know, it's all about presentation. I mean, that's why at Christmas time, we are all fascinated with those beautiful baskets that you see, the gift baskets they have made up for Christmas. But in all reality, you get them home and it was all about the presentation because there's not a lot of stuff in that basket. So we are creatures of sight. We love to see pretty things. So pretty up your box, okay? Don't give them a plain box. If you were to give somebody a gift and they got this compared to this, which one do you think they're going to ooh and ah over first? They're going to go with the pretty box, okay? So make your box nice, whether it be an all-over design or just a label. All right. I've not done all the boxes, so I don't know. Angie asked, is there a special box or any kind of box that will do as long as it's white? I don't know. I had to hurry up and get something done with the box this morning, so that was just what I chose. I guess it's just trial and error. I'm the type of person where I will see something and I'm like, I'm gonna try it. Most I can do is fail at it, and it don't work. But I do that with a lot of things. I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna try it. And I do. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But on these boxes, the pressing them on a heat press works with the ink. Now they don't come out super, super vibrant, but they come out nice. So when you get them, you know, and you press them, don't expect them to come out super, super bright, but they come out nice. All right. Yeah, I used the box that it came in. Okay, so that's it. That's what my hairdresser's getting today. She is getting the tumbler, which is inside here, a keychain with a bangle. It's actually going on this. So this is going to be matching. Thank you. This design is actually on my Google Drive. So I still have some spots open if anybody's looking to get into the monthly subscription. I took my Google design and turned it, the Google Drive, I took it and I turned it into a monthly subscription. So if you're looking to get in, I had a maximum that I want to do right now of 200. I still have some spots left. It's $20 a month. You will get access to my monthly drive. And the way it's going to work is going to be a little bit different. I'm trying to put a little bit of control on people taking my, I had a lifetime drive that I'd offered before. It's no longer available, but they were taking that drive and they were dumping them into Facebook dump groups. So I'm trying to do a little bit of control on that. And one of the ways that I'm going to be able to maybe do a little bit of control is my monthly drive is going to be, my drive now is going to be monthly. So I'm going to, if you subscribe for that month, you get all of that month's designs that I put in and you get access to them for the whole month. I suggest if you do get in on that, as soon as that designs is up, you need to download that design because you're only going to get access to that design for 1 month. So download those designs that you get in that month and they are yours. You paid for them. Those are yours to keep. But then at the end of that month, right before the new cycle begins, if you, this is a subscription, so you'll automatically be billed again for the next month unless you cancel. You can always cancel this. You can cancel it anytime you want. But it is month to month. So if your subscription, if you want to keep it without canceling it, automatically rolls back into the next month, just like any other monthly subscription does. This is no different than any other monthly subscription club that you've joined. Except for when that new design, that new month rolls in, I am completely clearing out the previous month and they will be gone. And then you will get the new ones. So my suggestion, if you get in on that monthly Google Drive, when those designs become available, you need to download them immediately, okay? Because I will not, and I'm not trying to be mean, I will not email them to you. This is your responsibility, okay? So when the designs become available, you need to download them, okay? I'm not going to email them to you if you forgot to do that. If you lost them, you need to keep your designs secure and you need to download them. I'm not trying to be mean, but I can't keep tracing and running after people's designs, okay? This is your responsibility. I'm giving you the access to them, so you need to do that. All right. As of right now, the lifetime membership is, it's still okay. I'm still dumping the designs in there like I always did. Now, I'm not going to say that's not going to change in the future because that was part of the problem this morning. I was over there this morning for like 45 minutes dealing with a member here in the group, which she is no longer, who was taking my designs. She was taking pieces of designs that I have. So she took a bunch of designs, about 10 of them. She took a little piece here, a little piece there, a little piece here, a little piece there, and made a design. And then she started selling it. So that's not allowed. You can't just piece apart my designs and then think you're going to take 10 designs and make your own. So she's no longer in this group. She's no longer a member of anything. Matter of fact, she's blocked from my whole Facebook page, this group, my YouTube channel, and my shop. Okay, you can't do that. And she was a pretty good member here that decided to branch out on her own and, you know, do some things, and which is fine. There's room in this world, in this internet business, in this business for all of us. But you don't have to take someone else's designs. Think for yourself. Okay. Was there a November download? Yes. Regina, you already have that. You already have all the November ones, Regina. That was the drive that you just got into. So, and she was one of my lifetime member Google Drive members. So I had to, literally I had to. And then when I confronted her about it, she played dumb, but I hand draw some of this stuff. I hand write some of this stuff. You can't just play dumb. Yeah. So, and she, you know, she has her own group, which awesome. We're all in here to make money on it, and there's room for everybody. But you can't steal other people's stuff. So, as of right now, the Lifetime Drive is, it's still Lifetime, but I'm not going to say that it's not going to change in the future, because what I thought was a good thing is a nightmare for me sometimes. Sometimes it's good and I don't get nothing, and then all of a sudden, you know, you get in there and you're like, oh, goodness gracious. Just gets, I'm trying to do a little bit of quality control, I guess, on my designs, and that was the best thing that I could come up with. All right. So, okay, enough about that, because people are crazy. That's all I'm going to say about that. People are crazy. And when you own a business, it just gets a little crazy. But as of right now, the Lifetime Google Drive is still currently doing the Lifetime Google Drive. I have the monthly subscription. If you're interested in it, there still is a post here. It says Black Friday Google Drive. You can read that, and then in the files, it has a little bit of information on exactly how it's going to work. Okay. So if you're still interested, I do have some spots for that. I am limiting that, as well as I limited my Lifetime Google Drive, and it will be monthly, and it'll work like any other monthly subscription. Once you subscribe, it automatically bills you every month on that cycle, and then you will be back into the new monthly drive. The old one will go away. All of those designs will be deleted, and you will have a new monthly folder that as I'm making the designs, they all go in for that month. Okay. So I may want someone to help me with that. Yeah, it's insane. Okay, so the tumblers, which we did today, these are in my shop. They are $10 each. I am only going to run that sale probably until Friday, and then that sale is no longer going to be. The price is going to go back up. This was a Cyber Monday sale, and I decided to leave it extend just because I wanted to do a live on this. Okay, so I got that. The keychains, these are the keychains. They are very simple to put together. They come in 2 sizes. This just snaps together once you've pressed your design, which is super easy. Super easy to do. They turn out beautifully. I got these. Still got the bangles in my shop on sale. And convection oven. So if you're looking for a good convection oven, this is the Oster Extra Large. They run about $140, but you can get them on sale because the holiday sales out there are awesome this year. Oh, you can hear me. Sorry, Judy. I don't know what went on. Sometimes I think when my grandbabies call me, they call Grandma a lot, and they FaceTime. I think it kind of kicks my voice down. How much are the keychains? I don't know. I don't. I'm not one that I remember all of my pricing in my shop. I know a lot of people, some things I remember offhand, some things I don't. But it's in my shop, in my Etsy shop. You could check them there. All right. I think that was it. If you do order the tumblers, speaking of kids calling, so they do come, I do include a shrink wrap with it, okay? So that way when you get them, you're not like, oh, no, I got to order shrink wraps. They'll come with it. Okay. All right. I think that's it. I know there was something else I wanted to let you all know, and I don't remember. I should have wrote it down. But I was dealing with a fire this morning. Not really a fire, but with a massive meltdown. Do not put your silicone on the very bottom of your oven because the heating element's there. And when they get hot, they pucker a little. And that's what happens. So I was dealing with this morning when I should have been writing things down on what I wanted to discuss because I know there was something I wanted to tell you. And I don't remember. But if I do remember, I'll make a post about it. Will you be showing how to do these tumblers again since I missed it due to the sound? I'm actually going to put this over into my YouTube channel as soon as we are done here. I'm going to download it. I'm going to put it over there so you can always reference it there. It is a lot easier to reference any of my videos on YouTube because I'm able to put the name on there that you can see when you just go down and just search all my videos. That way you can look and then find what you need. The sub prints, no, you can't sell the prints from the designs. I have a subscription club for that. So you cannot sell the prints either. I do that myself. All right. But you can make all finished products with my designs. Okay. Just can't sell transfers. That's right in the design. You can't sell transfers and you can't sell the design again. All right. Yes, and if, that's another thing. If you did sign up for my Google Drive, you need to please let me know the email that it needs to go to. If it's different than your PayPal, because I don't know that. I sell, that drive gives you it goes to the address of the PayPal, okay? Yes, Robin, I've sent that to you twice, so I don't know where it's going. Check your spam. All right, I've already given you access to that twice. So yes, I did get that, Robin. So I don't know where it's going. Maybe check the address again to make sure you didn't write it incorrectly, or check your spam folder because that link is in there. Okay. And if you are looking, if you don't print your own designs, I do have a subscription, a monthly subscription to my my designs for that month. If you want to go ahead and join that, there is a link for that as well. And you will get the prints printed right to you, sent to you. You can read the details. It's also in the files. And I've been waiting on a new printer, still waiting. I got the really big one, the 24-inch Epson that they had available back in, I think it was March or something like that. I ordered it way back then, and I'm still waiting on it. So I'm hoping to get that soon. It's going to make my printing a lot faster, and I'm able to print bigger prints. So, but right now, I use the Epson Workforce 7720 with, as you see, I have the continuous ink supply system that hangs outside of the, right in my Epson printer. And I love that printer. I'm not going to get rid of it, even though I'm going to get the really big, large one. I'm not going to get rid of this one. I still love this. I've had 4 of these so far. Love them. So if you're looking for a good printer, I know a lot of the Epsons are hard to find. That's why I'm having they're back ordered. And the ones you do find are crazy, outright crazy priced printers. So out there, but you can find them, and I love the Epsons. And yes, you can always order 13 by 19 transfers in my shop. You can order any of the transfers in my shop if you don't want to do the subscription club. Okay. All right. I think that's it. I am going to get back to, I got orders to fill. I got to get this laser up and running. I got a lot of cutting. I do have a bunch more designs with the ornaments that fit on the ornaments. So I was working on some last night, some fun ones. So I'm going to be having that You love your Sawgrass printers, yeah. And I just spoke with a lady where I had ordered my printer from, the Big Epson 24-inch printer. And she said that the reason they are still on back order is because Sawgrass is still on back order. So I don't know what's going on with that, because I've never had a Sawgrass printer. But she said, you know, everything with that coming from China and that. So I think the Sawgrass printers are on back order as well. I'm not sure. I've never used the Sawgrass, so I don't know. I've always had Epsons. Okay, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to put this over into my YouTube channel. All right. I love you all, and you be blessed.